So that's basically what we're trying to do in a nutshell. That's our style of massage. It's find the tension, get rid of it. Use whatever technique works. Okay, so we have some different techniques, and different people will use different techniques. So, for example, our major tool here is our body. Okay, so my body's different than everybody else's. Everybody's got a different body. Some people have very blunt elbows, very round. Some people have very pointed elbows. Okay, some people have really pointed toes. We don't just massage with our hands. We massage with our hands, with our elbows, with our feet. Different techniques according to what's necessary for the particular person. Okay. So I'm going to do certain things which may not be appropriate for other people. Pete's going to do things slightly differently. Brad's going to do things slightly differently. Joe's going to do things slightly differently. You know, Joe's less than half my body weight, so she's not going to have as much body weight, but she's got very pointed. If you look at her fingers and we call her evil fingers. Yeah.
You don't know it when you feel it.
Sorry, Joe, I just thought it was that everyone know about her sliding personality.
Is it the first time you've told her that?
Yeah, no, she knows that nickname.
It doesn't take much imagination to come up with it, does it?
Yeah.
It's pretty immediate. Right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, God,
yeah.
Right.
Whereas Brad's more flowing with his style, right? And Pete's really nasty when he gets on your feet. We call him Pete the Feet. You'll feel it, believe me.
Sounds like kung fu.
Yeah. So everybody's got their own particular style. We've all got different body types. Some of you guys got sharper fingers, some of you guys got blunter fingers. There's different things that we need to use. Some people will have to use more body weight, some people will have to use different techniques. It's all designed around basically finding the tension, getting rid of it, and understanding. We need to understand where things join. So we've got a concept in our style called good and bad pain. So often what happens is when we're working on deep-seated tension, a person experiences a certain degree of discomfort the deeper you go. Okay? So if you've got a really tight spot or blockage in the flow of qi, when you actually hold that point, it can be painful. Now, when something's releasing and you're bringing awareness to an area, but it's releasing, then you experience a certain degree of discomfort. That's what we can call good pain. All right? So oftentimes we actually work people up to the maximum that they can still breathe into with good pain. So that's the most effective way to get rid of a lot of deep-seated tension, is work them right up to their threshold of what they can handle with good pain. We need to understand, though, the difference between good and bad pain. Bad pain is where we're working on a particular spot and it's held somewhere else. So say, for example, a classic area that people would cause bad pain is the calf muscle. Okay, so this particular part of the muscle here, it's a big, if you feel it on yourself, you'll feel like a big ball of often tension right in here. Now sometimes people overwork that, they work it too hard and they don't realize that that tension here is held from in the foot. So they work that and just make it sore and bruise it. Okay? So that's one example of bad pain. But that's it. The classic indicator of bad pain is where they find a big muscle that's tight and they don't realize that it's held through very tiny muscles that hold on what we call a band of tension. Okay, so we don't look at just, people talk about a knot, we don't look at just a knot in itself. Okay, we look at how, usually as a band, things run along the body. So when one particular spot is tight, it's held, it runs in a whole band of tightness. Okay, so our whole goal is designed to find that band and get the spot on that band, which is usually actually in the hands of the feet or the head. Okay, I'll look at the body like a five-pointed star. The tension's going to be either in the hands, the feet, or the head, and then it comes into the body. Okay, so in our style, as well as emphasizing a lot of abdominal work, we do a lot of work on the hands, the feet, and the head. Okay, that's what we call the roots of the tension. So we look at tension in the body like, getting rid of tension is like pulling a weed out from your garden. If you just chop the top off of a weed, it just comes back. So a lot of the times with some styles of massage, they massage the back a lot and maybe the legs. And what happens is, yeah, it feels a bit better for a day or two and then the tension comes back because the roots of it are often in the feet or the hands or the head. Okay, so our style is designed around getting the roots of the tension out of the body. All right, so that then it's gone until some of the stressful experience comes back. So as I say, in our style, what we have is maintenance, is excavation massage, which is, as I say, most people probably need 10 to 40 hours worth of work to get them to a stage where they have no tension left in their body. By the time they get there, they're going to feel fantastic. You know, it just feels great to have no tension in your body. Then what you do is maintenance. Okay, a person comes back, maintenance massage might be once a week, it might be once a month, it depends on how stressful a life the person has. and then you just maintain them, where it's like, okay, within that hour or 2 hour treatment that you're doing, you've got them back to the stage where they have no tension in their body. Okay? So that's what we have, 2 different styles of treatment. Now, maintenance massage virtually never hurts. Once a person gets rid of the old deep-seated tension in the body, massage doesn't hurt. But when you're getting rid of tension that's been sitting there for 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, that tends to be really ingrained. That's why I call it excavation. Sometimes you almost have to use like a jackhammer to get rid of that tension. All right, so it tends to be a bit painful, a bit uncomfortable. You get to like it, but at first you don't. It's an acquired taste for most people. Yeah, we're all sort of pain addicts around here, aren't we? So yeah, we all enjoy good pain there. But at first, we're all a little bit, apprehensive about it, like what you were talking about. Yeah, you'd love it. Yeah. Okay. So that's also the difference. The more massage you get, the more your body just goes, oh, this is fantastic. I just want more. I want to get rid of this tension. But when you first start having it, if you've never had really deep massage before, it's like a bit of a shock for your body. Okay? And also, it's like the very first massage I often say this is like the guided tour, because most people have no idea how much tightness they hold in their body, and in particular where it's held. So a lot of people might experience that, oh yeah, I've got tight shoulders and a tight back, and maybe my hips are tight, and I get a bit of lower back pain in my neck. And that's about it. Most people have no idea how tight their feet are, how tight their hands are, how tight their belly is, how tight their scalp is. All these different areas that are actually really important. They're shocked. Oh my God, I didn't know I was so tight there. So we give them what we call the guided tour. This is your body. We didn't put the tightness there, we're just there to get rid of it. Okay? So sometimes you got to remind people of that, because they tend to blame you for it. It's like, no, we're just bringing awareness to where you've got a problem, and then. So what it is really is what we're doing is we're bringing awareness to an area where there's a problem, and then a person actually has to breathe into it and let it go. Okay, so this is what we call a partnership model of medicine. It's not just that we're doing something to somebody. We're working with somebody to get rid of their tension. All right? So we're working in, we're guiding them, or we're showing them this is where you're tight. Now let's work together to get rid of it. And what the person who receives the massage has to do is breathe in and let it go. If anybody's ever done yoga before, has anybody ever done yoga before? Done yoga? A few people have done yoga. You remember the pose at the very end of yoga called Shavasana, or the corpse pose? Basically what you do is you lie down and you bring your awareness through each part of your body, and you consciously relax that part of your body. And then this is what we need to do when we receive a massage. We need to bring our awareness to wherever the person's working. If we have a skilled practitioner working with us, we need to work with them by bringing our awareness to that body, and that part of the body, and just go, I'm going to consciously relax it. So if it's my big toe, I'm going to bring my awareness there, and they're working there, I'm going,